gods are unaware of this, but somebody sitting right next to the king is plotting to take over the kingdom. Here you can see Rama and his brother Lakshmana have gone to the forest with the saint to slay the demon. Rama is holding the bow, but there is no arrow carved, which means he has released the arrow. And notice this demon crying in pain because the arrow has hit her chest. She is actually a demoness or a female demon called Tadaka. And you can see her pointing to her enemy Rama. But ancient builders have used some laws of physics here. Can you tell me what it is? They're showing us the physics behind projectile motion. Rama is holding the bow and is shown releasing the arrow, but he did not release it horizontally. He is releasing it into the sky at a 45-degree angle. Why? Because the demon is located at a longer distance. If your target is close by, you shoot directly. But if your target is hiding at a distance, you have to use the laws of projectile motion because gravity is going to make the object follow a parabolic path, right? And look at the angle the arrow made, almost a 45-degree angle, because if Rama shot the arrow straight, the arrow would not have reached the target. So he used projectile motion. When we see this in the movie Predator, we are shocked that the alien understood projectile motion. But here, ancient builders definitely understood this law of physics, right? Because look at this guy. This is the brother of Rama. He's not using projectile motion. He's holding his arrow straight and he has hit this demon in his thigh. And look at the angle of the arrow. It is almost straight or horizontal. Why? Because these two are much closer to each other. He does not have to use projectile motion and calculate the angle because the target is very close to him. A very fascinating detail that ancient builders did understand science and physics in a very practical way. Now, again, this is not in the original Ramayana, but this demon is only hit in the thigh, so he's not going to die. And his name is Maricha. Remember Maricha because he comes back and plays a crucial role later. Sometimes it's better to finish off your enemies rather than letting them go. So, what happens to Maricha? Did he learn his lesson? No, he comes back with his brother to harass the saint and his disciples. I think there's definitely some body shaming going on here. Demons are always overweight, unkempt, and ugly, while the good guys are always fit, well-groomed, and good-looking. This not only applies to these two demons on the far right and these three figures fighting them, the central figure being Rama. See how good-looking, fit, and well-groomed he is. But this also applies to the saint and his disciples on the far left. They're also thin and well-groomed. What are these three doing here? They're doing a ritual called yajna. In front of them, you can see a raised platform. And inside this raised platform, you can see firewood. And on top, there is a fire burning. These Hindu rituals are performed even today. Remember, these carvings are about 1,200 years old, but the same tradition is still followed even today. When someone buys a house or if there is a wedding ceremony, and even on auspicious days, you will still see the same rituals being performed. If the saint raised his right hand, he could ring that bell hanging from the ceiling. Such a brilliant little detail showing that such bell ringing existed during these rituals. Okay, so let's go back to the question I asked you earlier. What happens to Maricha? This carving shows Rama killing Maricha's brother. You can see that Rama's arrow has struck him in his belly and he is on the floor. And Maricha is shown alive again on the top here. He is shown holding a dagger and a shield, and Rama's brother is shown with a sword. Now, Rama has already released the arrow and has killed Maricha's brother. But what is he going to do now? Look at Rama's assistant. He's pulling out an arrow and is giving the arrow to Rama. Will Rama at least kill Maricha this time? No. He makes a grave mistake here. He does not want to kill Maricha. Instead, this arrow is a special astra or weapon. It is mentioned as Bayabya in Indonesian texts. It created strong winds and blew Maricha to a distant place. Now, Bayabya is just a distortion of Vayavya Astra, named after the wind god Vayu. This is a very important carving, not because Rama has successfully saved the saint and his rituals. Actually, Rama made a grave mistake by letting Maricha go. Remember, Rama gave Maricha a chance the last time. Rama only hit him in his thigh in the last carving. This is not because Rama missed his body. Rama was a master archer who never missed a target. So he intentionally did not kill Maricha the last time, hoping he would learn his lesson and not harm people again. But Maricha has again showed up to harass the saint and his hermitage. So Rama must have understood that Maricha is incorrigible. He's not going to repent and correct himself. Rama should have finished him off just like he slayed his mother and brother. But he lets him go. But Rama will pay a huge price for this mistake, and Maricha will appear one more time to ruin Rama's life. What is happening in this carving? Who is Rama killing with this arrow? Why is it going into the sky? This is not a battle scene. It is, in fact, a romantic scene. You can see this beautiful woman enamored by the bravery of Rama. This is Sita or Sinta according to Indonesians. Somehow, Sinta sounds better, like ringing a bell, right? She is a princess, and you can see her father, the king here, in a strange posture. Now, what is he doing? Now, this king wants to get his daughter married to a great man, but Sita herself is no ordinary human. When she was a child, she was able to lift this bow, which nobody was able to lift. The bow is considered the bow of Lord Shiva, and no one was able to move it. But Sita was able to move it easily. So whoever wants to marry Sita must be able to lift this bow and shoot an arrow from this bow. Kings and princes from many kingdoms had come to take part in this competition, and everyone failed to lift this bow. And you can see Rama successfully shooting an arrow from the bow, and Sita absolutely loves it. Her father is also ecstatic after seeing this, and you can see the onlookers pointing at Rama's feet in disbelief. This act confirms that Rama is going to marry Sinta in the next scene. But there is a very important detail here. Rama's brother is shown lifting the bow. This is a strange twist. This is not mentioned in Indian Ramayana, but you can see how his brother is lifting the bow up. Why? According to Indonesians, Rama was very reluctant to take part in this competition. He had come to this event straight from the hermitage or ashram of the saint. He did not get the approval of his parents and had not even informed them. Legend has it that since Rama was sitting quietly, the courtiers laughed at him, thinking he was a coward. Rama never cared about others. He had an internal moral compass. So he just sat there motionless. However, his brother could not bear the ridicule and he made the first move here. He's shown lifting up the bow, which forced Rama to hold it and shoot the arrow. This raises an important question.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mansoor Shuman, and together with your support, we can ensure that the people